The names, the names, the names! Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of What Really Happened. So, late 90s and early 2000s English dub had a very nasty little habit of trying to heavily Americanize very obviously Japanese characters. And one way they did this was by changing Japanese names to very English sounding American names. And since we're on the topic of Sailor Moon, let's talk about their name changes. I got my notes here, so one second. Let's start with the queen herself, Sailor Moon. In the English dub, her name was Serena, but her real name is Usagi. Then you have Darien, aka Tuxedo Mask, whose name is actually Mamoru. And then with the Sailor Scouts, you have Lita, who is Sailor Jupiter, whose name is actually Makoto. Mara, Sailor Uranus, whose real name is actually Haruka. Sailor Neptune, Michelle's real name is actually Michiru. Now, they didn't completely change all of their names. Some of them actually stayed the same. For example, Sailor Mars, whose name is Ray, they just changed the spelling of her name from R-E-I to R-A-Y-E. Sailor Saturn's name stayed the same, Hotaru. However, her last name went from Tomoe to Tomo. And of course, you have Sailor Moon's daughter, Rini, whose real name is actually Chibiusa. Now, Sailor Mercury's name stayed relatively the same. The only difference was the pronunciation. So she went from Ami to Amy in English. Mina, Sailor Venus, her real name is actually not too far off. It's actually Minako. Now, I'm not going to do all of them because otherwise we'll be here forever. So that's it for today's episode of What Really Happened. Make sure you're following so that you can be here for the next one. Bye!